From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
We are dry across mid-Michigan this evening, but still some very hazy conditions across the area with wildfire smoke still present in the atmosphere, and that smoke is going to be sticking around as we go throughout the next few days as well. In terms of our temperatures, currently sitting in the mid to low 70s, 76 degrees right now in Lansing and Mason, 74 our current temperature in St. John's. We're at 73 degrees in places like Hillsdale, Adrian, and Coldwater. We will be staying dry as we go throughout the overnight hours, mostly clear conditions in place, which will allow our temperatures to cool down into the mid to low 50s. We have a lot of dry weather, a lot of sunshine, and some cooler temperatures to talk about. 6 News at 5:30 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 5:30.
Right now at 5:30, parts of Michigan experienced major flooding twice this week. There's a person now under arrest for the state park killings in Arkansas. And there's a new insect discovery that's wowing scientists. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Jorma Duran, filling in for Siobhan Klepfer this evening. Let's start the clock on our first 6 minutes of news. And we're beginning tonight in Detroit, where 2 people are dead after a car crashed into the front of a business early Wednesday morning. The 2 people who died were inside the car. There were another 2 people also in the car who were injured. Both of the survivors were hospitalized, including the driver. It's not known why the crash took place, but Detroit police say it appears it was traveling at a very high rate of speed based on the damage it caused to the building. The driver has since been taken into custody. In Kent County, a man was sentenced to 30 years in prison for providing alcohol and vapes to underage girls in return for nude photos. Scott Elam, a 43-year-old from Alto, was arrested last year and charged in federal court in November. He pleaded guilty. Federal investigators say Elam sexually exploited 4 minors and also recorded him having sex with one of the girls at his home. Also in Grand Rapids, officials at John Ball Zoo say a worker was assaulted near a service entrance on Wednesday. They say that when police arrived, the suspect tried to run away but was caught. The woman who was assaulted was taken to a hospital to be evaluated. Police believe it was an isolated incident and there's no threat to the public or others at the zoo.
Dear God.
Oh my God,
Oh,
it's like a waterfall.
After heavy rains moved through southeast Michigan yesterday, several communities surrounding Detroit were flooded. There were several inches of rainfall in an hour on Wednesday. Back on Monday, there was so much rainfall in the Romulus area that traffic was snarled and airline flights delayed. In national news, a 28-year-old man was arrested Wednesday and is accused of killing a married couple on a hiking trail in a state park on July 26th. 2 of the couple's 3 daughters who were with them at the time were not hurt and are being cared for by family members. State police arrested Andrew McGann at a barbershop not far from the park. Authorities say they're trying to determine a motive for the attack and have no reason to believe McGann knew the couple or their children. A home in Indiana exploded overnight, sending 5 people to the hospital. The house was leveled in the blast. Officials say they don't know why it exploded because there were no known gas leaks in the area. This house is next door to another one that blew up in May of 2019. The investigation is continuing. In Ohio, rescuers are working to free someone trapped when a building partially collapsed. One person was rescued from the rubble and another was still trapped as of this afternoon. But as rescuers searched through the debris, more of it started to collapse. It happened this morning and officials are still investigating it all. In Washington, D.C., the second day of hearings in the investigation of the deadly air crash near Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport happened today. In that hearing, new video was released showing the moment an Army helicopter crashed into a passenger jet, killing 67 people between the 2 aircraft. The collision was the nation's deadliest plane crash since November 2001 and was the first in a string of crashes and near misses this year that have alarmed officials and the traveling public. The board's final report won't be released until sometime next year. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney says Canada will recognize a Palestinian state in September, the latest development in a push against Israel's Gaza policies. Carney held a cabinet meeting on Wednesday to discuss the situation there. Pressure to formally recognize Palestinian statehood has mounted since French President Emmanuel Macron announced his country will become the first major Western power to recognize a Palestinian state in September. The United Kingdom made a similar announcement on Tuesday. Canada's recognition comes as part of a global shift against Israel and could increase diplomatic pressure for an end to the conflict. Back here in Michigan, officials are getting ready to open what they say is the largest family shelter in the state. It's called The Landing Place. It used to be a country inn and suites hotel, but now the 80-room building will house families who need a place to go. The project includes new amenities like a child center that'll be made from filling in the pool, a new playground, and space for a kitchen. Officials say it's meant to help people move forward.
This investment will really, it's supposed to be a hand up to get folks out of homelessness, into safe housing, and then hopefully into meaningful employment.
The shelter will also be on a bus line with access to food, education, and support services. Construction is expected to be complete later this year, with doors opening to families in December. And heading all they can to Australia, a new species of stick insect weighing about the same as a golf ball was just discovered in a remote rainforest. Scientists at James Cook University made the announcement today. Scientists believe the winged insect is the heaviest ever recorded in the country, and it's about 16 inches long. 2 specimens have been added to the Queensland Museum's collection to aid future research. And wrapping up our first 6 minutes of news, a 6-year-old boy just stole the show at the annual Ernest Hemingway Lookalike Contest held in Key West last week. The boy, Kiefer Haney, was sporting the trademark clothes and mustache of the famous author. He competed alongside 60 men in the contest held in the town Hemingway called home and in a saloon he used to frequent. Haney was supported by several fans with homemade signs and secured a spot in the semifinal round on Saturday after busting out an energetic dance on stage. The overall winner was announced on Saturday as Tim Stockwell, a 69-year-old local resident who has competed in every contest since he moved to Florida in 2019. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read and look all at the same time because I want to see the little kid.
I was just going to say, I wanted to see the little 6-year-old.
Where's that guy at? Well, and that Ernest Hemingway, I've heard about this contest. It's traditional. I think Teresa said she's even been down there.
Really?
That's and I was
fun.
also trying to look at the bug too. Did you see that bug?
Yeah, the bug was atrocious, and I'm just adding that as another list of reasons why I probably won't ever visit Australia.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you have the huge spiders.
Not to mention the million years it takes to fly down there. But,
and the prices, and yeah, it's just not all good.
Well, it's a little hazy outside.
Yeah, not all good in that regard either, because this haze is actually going to be sticking around for the next few days. We're going to continue to see impacts to air quality across the region as well.
It has nothing to do with bugs, does it?
No, just wildfire smoke.
All right. All right.